Hi, it's Katie. I just thought I would check in 1 week after my first round of chemotherapy. I am receiving Folfox for stage 4 goblet cell adenocarcinoma of the appendix, um, and share some kind of thoughts and feelings. Uh, First initial feelings and thoughts are definitely a lot of regret. It really took me out. I like to be independent and strong and, all the things, and it definitely challenged me. So I think you kind of sit there and think, oh no, what the heck, did I do? So there were some rough days. Obviously I'm doing a lot better. So I thought I would hop on here and share some of that with you and what I did and how I got better, in case you find yourself in the same boat. I did share with you guys how I was feeling about 3 days after. And so from day 3 to now day 7, a lot of things that have continued, that have been setbacks for me, challenges for me, is definitely the nausea and vomiting. It still really hits me in the middle of the night, and happens, for several hours until I feel like I can get it under control. I'm not able to eat very much. Don't have an appetite. My biggest, problems, sensitivities, that I'm having is like the chewing and the jaw pain. So my go-tos have been like protein shakes still, a lot of applesauce, trying to, have healthy bowels. That's been, another big challenge for me. And just feeling wiped out. One thing, curveball that I got thrown here was I definitely think I got a viral congested sinus infection from my son. He came home sick, and I definitely got that right away. So I've definitely been battling that. So it's been rough, very weak, can't sleep very well. And on by Friday, I really was kind of waving the flag. And so I remember in my training, and, you're kind of wondering, what can you do and what can I take, and should I call the doctor? And I'm going to go to the doctor on Monday anyway, so can I wait a couple days? And, I'm going through all these thoughts and emotions, and I decided to just call. So finally I did. I called my nurse navigator on Friday afternoon and kind of let her know the symptoms I was having. And she said, can you come in and we'll give you a hydration bag, and, see what else we can do. And so I'm so glad that I did. I went in, I got a hydration bag and some different anti-nausea medication, and it helped me sleep through the night. That night it helped. So that was Friday. On Saturday, I slept a ton. Still very tired, but again, I wasn't having the vomiting, which was nice, and having a little bit more comfort, and was able to sleep. And by Saturday night, 7, 8 o'clock, I had an appetite and I wanted to eat something, and I was successfully able to eat some food. So that made me feel really good. I even was able to, go with my family and kind of sit at the park for a little bit, spend some time outside, which was really nice. And now today is Sunday, and still no vomiting, which is really good. Don't really have an appetite, but trying to do my best with that. The anti-nausea medications, or it's the sinus infection, whatever I have, I'm not sure, but one or the other is giving me a headache, so I'm just trying to battle that. But I think once I get these things under control, hopefully this next week of rebound will be really good. I do go to the doctor's tomorrow. I have to get some more blood work. They'll want to make sure, to see how everything is going on that end. And I think I will receive another hydration bag. One thing I thought was interesting, though, when I went on Friday, that they checked for, I don't have the results yet, is they're checking for some kind of enzyme. And if you do have or carry the enzyme, I guess it's very hard for your body to break down the components of the Folfox. So and that might be why it hit me so hard, or why I've had, such a hard time kind of handling it this week. So that will, hopefully those results will come in early next week. And if anything changes with that, I will let you guys know. But I just wanted to hop on and be very honest that it was a very hard week. Had a lot of thoughts and feelings and had to figure out the why I was doing this, reminding myself that I can do this, setting small goals day by day, trying my best to stay hydrated, water as much as I can, and just taking it day by day. If you need to, though, call those doctors, use those nurses. I'm really glad that I didn't decide to, stick it out over the weekend and put myself, even lower than I was feeling. So I am glad I did that. You do have those resources. Use them if you need them. Don't be stubborn like I was. And I will check in with you guys, update maybe here in a week or so, and let you know how things are going. If you stayed around to the end, thanks for listening to my story, and there's always blessings in the battle.